Alrighty guys, so even though we're all very excited about future information regarding Poppy Playtime in the chapters to come, I think the developers have told us a lot about future chapters just in chapter 1 alone. So let's check that out right now. Alright, so as we walk into the area where we saw Huggy Wuggy for the first time, we see several doors and passageways. Two in which we used during chapter 1. That being the power room and the other passageway that we went down to get to our make a friend area. With that being said, that's only 2 that we've accessed during chapter 1. I feel like this entire area was just the developers letting us know how the rest of the series is going to go. Showing us all of the doors all at once. In games like Dark Deception and games that are episodic like Poppy Playtime, there's always this area where you can see your next move in the next chapter. And I feel like that's what we're looking at all along. When we open up this area, we see 2 pictures of Huggy Wuggy next to the doors we went to in the first chapter. And who was our big baddie in the first chapter? Huggy Wuggy. Now it could be assumed that we might go through that green door. However, I don't think we will in the next chapter. Instead, this is the order I feel like we could go in chapter 2. I feel like we'll have to go in the cafeteria next from the power. So it'll be like we went to the left and then we'll go to the right. After the cafeteria, I feel like we'll go here where we will use our blue and red hand. And I personally feel like the toy that we'll be running from is a mascot form of Brawn, the dinosaur toy. In the beginning of the game, there's a poster that reads, Playtime Code Cafeteria recommends a daily intake of 4,000 calories. That, along with Brawn being right next to where we're headed next, leads me to believe that this is the next toy we're running from. Now, of course, I don't mean the tiny Brawn. I mean, that wouldn't be enough to get us scared. But what should get us scared is that Huggy Wuggy also has tiny versions of himself. But what ends up chasing us? The larger mascot version. Okay, so now look at this picture of Brawn that the developers posted. But look at his size compared to the doors that we go into. Now, knowing all of that, it's safe to say Brawn is a very interesting character to look into from now on. But I'll save that for another YouTube video and even a fan-made VHS tape too. So honestly, I feel like what's on the other side of this middle door will be the entire chapter 2. So I think chapter 2 will consist of cafeteria and then the metal door. And then I feel like chapter 3 will consist of us venturing into the testing door, the theater door, and maybe we see some type of tape or footage that we weren't supposed to see that really explains a lot in the theater. And either in one of those 2, we will unlock the innovation wing, which is a lot of juicy stuff going on in there. Again, pretty much having to face each mascot version of each toy that we see on the wall. So again, the order I feel like in which we'll complete chapters 1, 2, 3 would be in the next chapter. It will consist of us running from Brawn, maybe even some cameos from Kissy Missy, Kissy Wissy, Miss Huggy Wuggy, whichever one her name is. And maybe even some Poppy cameos, but I really feel like us freeing Poppy, we won't see her because she'll have something to do with the innovation wing greatly at the end of the game. And we'll just go through learning a lot about what's really going on as we venture through each wing and through each door. And then in chapter 3, I feel like we'll eventually get into the testing room, which we'll see a lot of behind the scenes stuff we aren't, as well as the theater room, which again, I feel like we'll see some type of footage letting us know exactly what's been going on in Playtime Code, finishing everything out with the innovation wing. So with that being said, I'm KineticTJ, and this was my Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 details and theories, speculations video, as well as Chapter 3. And it all came from Chapter 1 information. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, there are definitely some on my page. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, hit that post notification bell so you can catch more videos like this, as well as follow me on my other socials. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day.